Hi guys, welcome to today's video where we talk about what I bring in my park bag. So first of all, I just would like to preface this by saying that you will see, as you've probably already seen on my channel, I wear masks to and from. What I'm trying to say is I wear them indoors and outdoors at the park. You can optionally wear them outdoors. Indoors it is still required for Disney rides for you to have them on, but you have to check. It is basically dependent upon the attraction. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes, like Kilimanjaro Safaris, for example, you do not have to. You have the option to wear one or not because it is technically an outdoor attraction. I do them because my mother is immune compromised, so we try to take every precaution necessary. Sorry, that is my cat dumping his food out of the bowl. I am fully vaccinated, but just for an extra layer of protection, that is why I do what I do. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, I will show you, this is my current park bag. I just switched to this one recently. This is an early Christmas gift from my mom. It is adorable and it fits me perfectly because it is books. As you guys know, I do book reviews on here. And it has some of my favorite princesses on here, such as Tiana, obviously Princess and the Frog, Mulan, Pocahontas, and Aladdin, because Jasmine is my favorite princess at the bottom. And then at the top here is Tangled. I do have a very big soft spot for Rapunzel. But it also has a full zip here, which is nice. So basically we'll start with the full zip there at the front. And it also has really nice comfortable straps. You can take a side bag, but for me personally, with what I like to bring, and especially for my camera, a side bag just doesn't do it for me. I have to have a little bit more room. First off, Germ-X, you will use this if you're anything like me on and off rides. If there's no soap in the bathroom, if you have to touch a door handle, I feel like this is self-explanatory. I also think it's important to note, I prefer Germ-X to Purell for a couple of reasons. Number one, in the Florida heat, I've noticed that Purell tends to get sticky and kind of ball up on my hands. Like I said, anytime I touch a surface, I am sanitizing. I was like that before the Rona, and I'm definitely like even more vigilant about it now than I ever before. I just think this is better. It also has a more pleasant smell than Purell. Purell smells really like alcohol-ish to me, so I would recommend this. Pick it up wherever Publix sells Germ-X. Sometimes Target does, but it's tougher to find. But that's my recommendation for hand sanitizer in case you wanted to know. Moving on from there, I either have like a little packet of Kleenex in like the little ones you can buy in the travel section. I think it's important to carry those with you just in case you ever need like a napkin. Like let's say you're going to Food and Wine and you forget, or there's no napkins available, you have something to wipe your nose or anything on. Moving on from there, chapstick. I actually picked this up in Mitsukoshi. It is a Hello Kitty Soft Lips Natural Balm. I also like to use Aquaphor. That's kind of my go-tos for lips. Sometimes I like to do that underneath the mask just because it is super drying, and yeah, it's just always a good thing to, you know, have. I just said I was gonna say lip moisturizer. I meant to say like a balm or something. I open up this main compartment right in here. Oh, and in the inside you can, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see. You can see it has like books and stuff in them. It's really cute. I can link it below if you guys are interested too. It is from Shop Disney. The next thing is sunglasses. These are my Key Australia ones. This is the Desi Perkins Mini High Key Minis, I'm sorry. I have like different ones. It depends on like my mood. Sometimes I like these just because they block a lot. I have blue eyes, so I'm really sensitive to the sun. And it's just nice to have, especially on a really sunny day, to, you know, if you've got a headache or anything, I highly recommend packing a pair of sunglasses. I've made the mistake of not packing them and it never goes very well for me. Moving on from there, this is my wallet. It obviously matches the purse, which is super cute as itself. I keep everything in here from like obviously my ID and my credit cards and my annual pass. I also have my Magic Band, but that's never in my park bag, so yeah, do with that what you will. Moving on from there, this is the little tripod thing I use for when I'm vlogging in the park. It is a Manfrotto. You can get them off Amazon. I've had this for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It's really cool. If you press this button in here, you can, mine's kind of jammed because I haven't moved it in a while. You can rotate this. I like this especially for dining. Like if you're gonna do like a Food and Wine review, it's kind of nice to have because you can spread it out on 4 tables and it's easy to set down. So I like this. I also have my camera, that's the one I'm filming on right now, is the Canon G7X Mark II. I've used it for the last few years. I'm super happy with it. I want to get a little microphone thing for on this. I have not considered upgrading my camera yet. More to come on that, I'm sure. Like next year will be a thing that I do, but not this year. Moving on from there, if I can pull it out, is to have like a hair clip or something to clip your hair back. I find that if it gets hot, I usually like start off with my hair kind of like it is now at the park, and then probably an hour in, I've had it, I'm done with it, and I either want a clip or I want a hair tie in there. I also have like, I take like 3 or 4 just in case one breaks. I'm like anal retentive, that's why. The next thing is this power bank. I actually picked this up from the airport because my phone was gonna run out of battery and I had nothing else. I don't know if this is like the best one or not. It's by a brand called Helix, and basically I bought it because I didn't have an updated one for my iPhone 12, which isn't even the newest model anymore. But you just, you know, I feel like this is self-explanatory. You don't really know. It's a portable charger, but I feel like it's important to know you should have it. Speaking with that, this is my iPhone cable that is thrown in my bag. Moving on from there is a little hairbrush. You never know. I find that if you get off of, I'm trying to think of the right, Test Track in Epcot, your hair is like a mess after if you haven't pulled it up. So a hairbrush is always good to have too. Let's skip ahead to masks before I delve into my last and final item. So there's 2 types of masks that I like to wear to the park. Actually 3, and we'll get into that. The first kind is this is a Vera Bradley one. You can pick those up at Disney Springs. They don't really sell these online anymore, so I wouldn't suggest that. Has the little adjustable ear loops right here. I like these. The only thing is I do find that I get quite hot underneath them, so I'm not really too sure if these are my favorites. I also have the Victoria's Secret ones. I like those a lot more. They're kind of like the cone shaped ones are very comfortable to wear, and they're just like easier to breathe in as a whole. But I usually use a cloth mask when I go. I also take, I think it's a good thing to note, take a backup mask with you just in case this breaks, has an issue, something is going on with it. You have a backup. They do sell them at the park, and they do give out disposables in certain areas in case you forget to buy one, like they'll give them to you. But if you don't have them in stores, you will be kicked out. I literally watched a cast member ask somebody to put on a mask. He didn't have one. They didn't have any to give, and they will literally kick you out of stores. So you still need these, even though you don't have to technically wear them outside. They are required on indoor attractions and at all shopping locations. So pick your poison in terms of what you like to carry. I also sometimes will take, my mom typically goes with these more than I do, but I take a KN95 typically as my backup in case this breaks. Disney, like I said, does sell fabric masks, but they're kind of harder to find now that the rules are a little bit different for what they carry. So you may not be able to find one readily available in case yours breaks and you don't have a backup. These are the, they're just like a regular KN95. We get like the 50 pack off of Amazon. This is like the pink pack. There comes with like 5 different colors, and they typically last like quite a long time. So that's what I would do. You can do either one. A lot of people like the disposables. I don't like those typically because they're too flimsy and I don't really know how much protection they offer. But that's just personal preference. So whatever you feel works best for you. Moving on to the last compartment in my bag is this little item right here. I've had this forever. Yes, it does have a hair tie on it because it broke literally like a minute after I bought it, and I just really like that it's got a little plus sign because I am a gimmick for, I don't know, packaging, whatever. This just has like Midol, Pepcid, Tylenol. You never know if you're out at the park. I also keep like Imodium in there just in case, guys. You never know, you eat something bad at Food and Wine, you get sick. Pepto-Bismol, I keep these in there as well. And sometimes I have my allergy medication. I think it's important to note they do have first aid obviously at the parks, but if you're feeling really bad and you need something immediately, it's way better to just have it in here instead of trying to, you know, find a first aid station or having to buy it behind the counters. Disney does sometimes have like stuff like Band-Aids. that's an important tip too. I don't think I have any in here. I usually also have Band-Aids in there just in case you decide to wear new shoes, which I highly do not recommend. I've been going to Disney for years and we've all learned the hard way, never take new shoes to the park. My mom just recently did that and we were like on the hunt for Band-Aids, so just be that as it may. Sometimes they sell them in shops like at the counter, but a lot of times they don't, and then you have to go to first aid and it's a whole mess, and when your ankle is bleeding, or your heel, whatever, is, you know, injured from your foot, you don't want to have to do that. I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything other than like obviously like car keys and, you know, house keys, those type of things. Yeah, that's basically what I take with me. It's the same for Universal except for it will be a different bag. I do switch out what I carry. I have like a Spider-Man backpack and it would be the same exact thing. The only thing I think I'm thinking about adding is a fan. There has been a couple of days where it's gotten like, whew, it is hot. But yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and if you're planning on bringing your camera or you vlog like I do, pack a spare battery, because the Canon G7X batteries or whatever you're filming on, they definitely do not last all day long. I was literally in the middle of filming Happily Ever After, the last one, and my camera quit like with the last 2 minutes, so I had to film the rest on my phone. So you don't want to be there. And also bring up a backup SD card or clear it off right before you go, because again, if you're out filming, you don't want to have to stop and buy one, and plus they're gonna be really expensive if you can even find them. I know sometimes Hollywood Studios has that Kodak shop and they sometimes have it, but for the most part, they don't really have camera stuff there. So if you run out, it's not gonna be a fun time for you. But I think that's about it. I don't really take anything to touch up my makeup, mostly because your makeup is not going to last in the Florida heat. There are several foundations that I think hold up a little bit better. I can do a video on that if you guys are so inclined. But this is kind of what I just wanted to do today, like what I carry in my park bag. I'm still testing out stuff. Oh, bonus item that if you haven't put it in here, you should put it before is sunscreen. I wear sunscreen on my face. You should also wear it on your legs and your body. I sometimes forget. I know that's terrible of me. I like the Shiseido one. That one has like a slightly perfume scent, so if you don't like the smell of it, that's not for you. The other one is like the Coppertone Sport because it's not greasy. I hate anything greasy. Like I cannot handle it, like certain lotions, so I feel you on that one. But it is worth noting that is usually in my bag. I don't have it in there right now. But like I said, I just transitioned to this one, so it's whatever. But that's it. That's basically what I carry in my park bag. So let me know if you guys have any questions. What do you carry in yours? Am I missing anything? I think the only other thing is if you like mints, pack mints. I don't typically carry any. And gum, obviously, because Disney does not sell gum. So if you're looking for any of those items, that's something important to note. But other than that, that is what I have. And so without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Yeah. Stay tuned for more, and as always, check out any of my socials. TikTok, I'm on there. We have a fam of 31,000 and change, so go over there. It's all cosplay content pretty much. And then obviously here on my YouTube channel, and then on Instagram, I'm at Monorail Princess on all of those platforms. That's where you can find me. But I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good night, good morning, good day, whatever time you're watching this video. Thanks, guys.